All right, guys, let's go ahead and get right on into it and talk about my experience and my thoughts around art, creativity, creation, and money. And I'm doing this in hopes that, it inspires someone out there to create something, make a little art, have a little fun, regardless of your financial situation or, whatever you got going on. So, to even start off, like this piece here that I'm creating is kind of like a little, you're going to see, it's kind of like a cute little painted collage situation. I'm going to end up putting all these pieces together to make one little guy. But to start off, I was thinking like, okay, what do I want to create? What do I want to make? Like, I didn't know. And that got me thinking about how a lot of times my creativity is fueled by me making gifts for people because I'm a big gift giver. I love giving. I love making things for people. And that all stems from my childhood and people having birthdays, family events, holidays, and I wanted to participate and give gifts because I come from a family who's really big on giving gifts and showing love through gift giving. And I couldn't necessarily participate exactly how I wanted to because I was a child. I didn't have money, no income, no money on your card, bankrupt, you know what I'm saying? So what I would do is I got creative, like not having money as a child, but wanting to give sparked my creativity, and I would make things from things that I found around the house. Like you can ask my mom, she got a mini paper crafts. Like me and origami went together real bad because I could find some paper and turn it into a square. We have paper at the house. We've probably got some sort of acrylic paints I can play in, some sort of Crayola markers, and I was getting crafty and creative, and that also like led to me making mistakes, like figuring out how to do things in a different kind of way because I would look up tutorials on how to make things, and I would just like not have everything that I needed. Like I wouldn't have all the specific materials that they used. So I would look around, see what I had, and go from there. With, like I said, a very limited budget, like no money, like literally everything was handmade. I made everything from the packaging of the gifts to the bows that I put on the gifts to the gifts itself. Like I really started to love it and enjoy it, and it just really got my creative juices flowing. Like when someone's birthday was coming up or Christmas was coming up and I needed something to give to them, I would be like, okay, let me think about this person. Let me think about what they like, what would they enjoy, and how can I make that? And that's exactly what I did. And that's exactly what I did for this piece here that you guys are watching me make. I decided to make a gift for myself because that is a good way to get myself to figure out what I want to make. Because sometimes I want to create and I sit down and I stare at a blank page, and then I stare at a blank page, and then I stare at a blank page, and I get nowhere. And then I get on my phone trying to look for ideas. I scroll on Pinterest. I even go on YouTube. I look for ideas. And sometimes I just don't feel the inspiration. But knowing people, knowing what they like, knowing something that they might be able to use or have fun with or just enjoy, I would go from there. Like that would help to spark my creativity, my inspiration for what to make. So thinking about myself in this situation here, I was like, okay, what do I like? Oh, okay. I like art. I like space. I like random little guys. Like I like little cutesy little doodles, and painting is fun. So I decided to paint myself and a little guy on a spaceship. This right here is a spaceship. It does look like a grape with like a paintbrush sticking out the back. I know. But believe it or not, it is a spaceship. I'm going off into space. I'm blasting off. I really enjoy space stuff. I don't know. I think it's cool. I think it's fun, funky, fresh, you know. I literally have a whole corner in my room right now that has a giant paper mache spaceship and giant paper mache stars. So, you know, it's kind of like my thing, you know, it's one of those things that I just like. So I made this and I decided to do some elements of like collaging it together by painting on 3 different pages, and then in a little bit you'll see I cut them out and I paste them together and we get the final product. And all I have to do is go get a frame. I'm probably gonna go to a thrift store, find me a frame for like $2 and put it on the wall. And then now I have wall art that I've gifted to myself. Like, oh my God, I love that, because I am slowly building up my art that I make on my walls, and this is a great addition to it. I'm really excited to find a frame. Ooh, maybe I can even find like a space themed frame. Ooh, I love that idea. And that's another thing, like when you're trying to do something like with a limited budget or like the least amount of money as possible, like you really start to think about the different possibilities that there could be for what you're doing, what you're making. And that not only does that like open up like your worldview, but it also just helps to stretch your mind. And I'm real big on stretching your mind and your creativity, because those skills can be used in any situation. Those skills can be used in your everyday life. You know, just having the option and the choice for things, knowing that there's more than what you see in front of you, that you can make more out of a situation, is life-changing. And, you know, it just makes life fun. Like, it makes it just a little bit more creative and whimsical when you know that there's more out there than originally that you can just see right now. Like, you can create more, you can find more, like there's other options, and you don't need a lot of moolah to do that. Don't let not having money or not having something, a part, like a piece to the puzzle, stop you. Make the piece. You lost the piece to that puzzle, you can actually take some cardboard, trace out the exact shape that you need, and create the piece to that puzzle. Like, you don't have to let not having something stop you. You don't have to let not having money stop you. Nothing can stop you unless you want it to. It's all your choice. It is all up to you. So don't let it happen. That's all you gotta do. And of course, that is easier said than done, but you can start off small and simple like me. Like, you can start by making gifts or doing little crafts or making something for your dog, even someone that's not gonna judge what you give them. If you're a little embarrassed about not having money for someone, you know, your pet, your family should not judge. Your friends, your loved ones, they should see what you created and find joy in that. And, you know, that should be it. You should find joy from it. They should get joy from it. If you really know them and like you really put thought and effort into making something for them, they're gonna love it. And if they don't, F them. And I'm so serious. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let me know down below what you think. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I love you.